Before the video starts, I just gotta say, this entire video, when I was editing it, took place a while ago before Frostfest was even announced, so some of the information might be outdated. So if you hear something that might be wrong, this is because this is after the greeting Splatfests. Enjoy. I'm gonna be honest, the Splatfest stuff could be miles better. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god, I'm back. Hey, you wacky creatures and people who've subscribed and probably don't remember or know why. How are you? Sorry there wasn't much activity on this channel as expected. I got burnt out from uploading for a long while and have been grinding Splatoon 3 for also a long time. Anyways, I'm here to talk about the abysmal event known as Splatfests. I can't even begin to start with mentioning the biggest flaws here. That's how much I've been keeping in this wave of opinions. Let's start with... There's been many occasions where, if you participate in any Splatfest ever, you might encounter going up against your own team. You might also figure out that all these battles do not matter at all. So basically, if you want to play the game and you turn out to be on the more popular team, you'll never seem to escape the games that are known as mirror match hell. This basically means that you're wasting your time if you want your team to win. The game puts you in a match when there's too much of one team and not enough of another queuing into a match. This would make sense and be okay if they actually gave us at least a little bit of clout off of these matches, but no. All it does is bring up your little meter, which doesn't even matter after the ruler title. You still get the same amount of shells no matter how high of a plus title you have of ruler, such as like +1 or +2. Hell, one of the people in the server I'm in matched up against someone with +14. Like, are you okay? It's difficult enough to make it to the ruler title as it is. Dear God. How to get rid of mirror matches plaguing your very path? Pick the team you think would be the least popular or just suffer with it. Yeah, it's not a good mechanic. As a person on Team Fist Bump, the first day was 90% mirror matches that were either squid partying, tryharding, or just straight up having people disconnect repeatedly. As much as I'm against disconnecting intentionally, I thank the people who do that at the beginning of a mirror match. Thank you for risking being soft banned for us to not waste our time. The second day of the Splatfest was no different. Mirror match hell, constant disconnects, laggy teammates and opponents, the whole shebang. But here's the thing. There's this one little itty bitty thingy that I need to transition to from here. You probably already know what it is. Tricolor. I hate Tricolor to my core. I get it, it's a cool concept, and with all the 3 colors, but dear God is it just miserable to play on. Manta has got to be my least favorite, if not the worst map I had the displeasure of playing Tricolor on. Attackers were shoved into a corner with lots of spots where defenders can automatically grab you by the shoulders, shake you around like a maraca until you explode, and send you back into your spawn. I don't even remember winning battles as an attacker on this map. Almost every single time I played as defender, I won. It's extremely defender based, and if the defenders have even a small amount of awareness, you're immediately fucked as an attacker, no matter what team you're on. Even when I had the best player on my team from the defenders round, there were many times where we were just immediately cornered and killed and had our base raided relentlessly. Macomart wasn't that great either, but I digress. The one extreme problem I have with this is the mirror matches and how unfair it is to put it in advantage when all we can do is waste our time when another team is able to grab all the clout from the Tricolor mode because they're less popular and therefore aren't trapped in mirror match hell. I get it, the other teams need more to be able to have a chance at winning, but the amount of weight that the Tricolor points hold is ridiculous. Obviously 18 points is something to strive for your team, right? Now think of it as something you can't play correctly to get said points for your own team properly. Even though the advantage is put into the hands of the winning halftime team, it really isn't when you can't gain anything from more than half of the games you play. So due to this, your team gets fucked over immediately because of the mirroring problems. Seems unfair. Seems like all your work went to waste because you couldn't get much clout ever. Damn, that's how I felt the last 3 Splatfests. Oh yeah, by the way, that brings us to our next topic. Well, we've gotten here. Oh boy. The first Splatfest I genuinely thought was a horrible choice was the Leader Fest. That really should have been left for the Final Fest, or at least when the community calmed down on the harassment. Ugh. Overall, we knew who was winning here. The one and only Idol, who's had a consistent array of win streaks and has had the most wins by a landslide. Shiver. I knew deep down by playing on Team Frye that we wouldn't win. But the percentages were actually kinda close. Frye fans were working overtime, and I respect the dedication to give our girl a win she deserves. But all for nothing, Shiver wins again. It only took her having the obvious wrong answer for her streak to be cut off, and still, she got more than Frye in popularity votes, somehow. Y'all really want to be friends with a zombie? Have you seen anything of The Walking Dead? Frye got the best option in my opinion, because I have a slight fear of ghosts, but not of skeletons. Plus, spooky scary skeletons, come on, that's the best. But the theme ruined everything, I believe. Who would be the best friend? Weird. I would have gone with what Halloween icon best represents Halloween spirit, or something like that. Either way, ghosts still would have won anyways, so that's not much of a difference. Some of the arguments I've seen is idol bias, and as a person who was picking based off idols in the past, there is definitely bias here. The problem is too many people have been expressing that they pick decisions based on idols and not choices, such as, I want to be on this team, but my favorite idol has a different team, so I'll be on there, which I guess is okay. Do whatever you want. But the whole thing with Splatfest is choice. I'm not saying that if you want to play with your friends that you pick their team is reprimandable. That's perfectly fine to do. I'm just getting sick of people saying they're picking a team based off idol and idol only, regardless if it's a choice you agree with or not. Anyways, onto the next topic of discussion. I've seen this happen plenty of times, and thankfully has never happened to me, but there have been people intentionally disconnecting in X matches, whether it be 10x, 100x, or even 333x. Picture it like this. You get a 100x after playing for 5 hours. It's a rare occasion and you don't get it too often. You're super pumped and excited to try and win this thing, to be able to put your little fella on a float, or below the stage for a cute photo shoot of your success. After 30 seconds of that hype, it's immediately gone when you look up and see a disconnection on the other team or your team. The one or more players disconnected pop-up shows up and you're disappointed. You report the user that's disconnected and block them. Who knows what happens after that? Do they get banned from the game for ruining everyone's chance to gain clout for their team? I don't know, and I don't think anyone else knows. That's how terrible it feels not knowing if they'll get consequences for ruining a rare game for 7 other people. Now imagine it's a 333x, the rarest game to get during Splatfest. That would sting so bad, would it not? That's a problem that Nintendo doesn't seem to care about fixing. I believe that if someone disconnects in the first minute, it should keep going. Is it hard to win a 3v4? Yeah, definitely. But is it possible? Yes. Definitely. That alone shouldn't strip away the chances of winning a multiplayer battle. Even if it sounds hard to try and win it with one teammate short. In general, there's a lot of team members I've seen intentionally disconnecting in the middle of matches and throwing games just to make the team lose. Imagine hating a team so much that you join it just to ruin everything. Talk about
getting your beauty sleep.
There have been people who disconnect in regular battles too, not just if it's a mirror match. Let's go on to our last topic here. I gotta be honest, the most recent Splatfest burnt me out to a crisp, and the repetitive nature of just turf war after turf war after turf war was annoying. I hear shifty stations were what made Splatfest fun for everyone, or at least the people who are around to enjoy Splatoon 2's Splatfests. I still feel robbed that I didn't actively want to play Splatoon until 2 died out, and when Splatoon 3 was like 5 months into development. It was in February after the chocolate Splatfest. I joined like on the last day, like an hour before ended. I was so confused that I lost because I was on milk chocolate. The point is, the constant middle team being left out to lose with close calls or just flat out 0 points is abysmal. 3 separate teams was unbalanced to begin with. It's an odd number, so of course it would be unfair, since one team would be ruled out most of the time, such as scissors in the Americas and Europe, paper in Asia, grub, fire and grass, dark and milk chocolate, wisdom and courage, strawberry, zombie, hug for Europe, Australia, New Zealand and Americas, and kaitenyaki for Japan. It honestly feels debilitating to play Splatfests anymore with the points being so randomly weighted. What's my conclusion? Oh, until the devs understand that playing matches that don't matter and constantly having to play a game mode that I don't like because it's so much more important than any other mode is what burns out a frequent enjoyer of Splatoon, I won't participate in these events anymore. I guess I'll actually participate if Frye gets a win or whatever, after almost a year of not getting another. It's been 10 Splatfest. Can we give our girl a break on her losing streak over here, goddamn. At least she won in Japan, so it's sad I didn't get to see that happen. Anyways, this is Astronova. I'm gonna go skadoodle. I don't know what the fuck that was.